What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the farm. So much has happened since you last were here. And I think, you know what? I think it's high time for a farm tour. Let's go. So we're here in the A block of the orchard. Our whole orchard is set up by blocks alphabetically. That kind of keeps everything nice and organized. And in this block here, we have about 60 apple trees. The block behind you goes all the way to the fence. And so if I kind of walk over this way here, you guys can check it out. I won't show you the whole block, obviously, because it's just immense, but we have a B block, we have a C block, and a D block that goes from the driveway, which is beautiful, by the way, all fresh. It's crushed asphalt millings, that it goes all the way to the fence, all the way to the fence. So we've got just an incredible amount. Each one of these blocks has 80 apple trees. So we have 60 in the A block, 80 in the B block, 80 in the C block, and 80 in the D block, all the way back to the fence. So really super cool. Now let's check out the flower garden. This is the flower garden. Now this is no work of my own. This is Mrs. MIgardener and Katie, who works with us. They decided that they wanted to plant out a flower garden. It was always Mrs. MIgardener's dream to do that. And so I told Cindy, I said, if you want to plant out a flower garden, by all means, it's going to be your handiwork. It's gonna be your job to maintain it, plant it out. I'll do the watering, I'll do the fertilizing, but I've got enough on my plate. And she said, okay, that's fine. So in the front here, they've got a bunch of dahlias planted. I think there's, I wanna say about 100 dahlia plants. And then they've got zinnias, they've got cosmos, they've got snapdragons. Everything's just looking incredible. And I'll tell you what, they did a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic. It extends back, it's about 30 feet by 100 feet, so 3,000 square feet of flowers. And they've got sunflowers in the back. It's just a fantastic, fantastic planting. So really, really happy with how this looks. And let Cindy know in the comments box that she did a great job. Because I'll tell you what, I did not think it would look, I have faith in my wife, but I still, even with the faith that I have, I didn't think it would look this good. It just, for a first time, she'd never done it before. So for a first time, I say she did a pretty darn good job. Then we have our barn. A little different angle than when you last saw it, because obviously I don't think the barn was up when we did a tour last. So this is all new, but this barn is a little under 1,500 square feet. It is just beautiful. Absolutely love how it came out. Could not be happier with it. It's just amazing. And then next to it, we've got our in-ground garden. Our in-ground garden is about 2,000 square feet. This is kind of like our victory style garden, if you will. And it has zucchinis, it's got beans, tomatoes, peppers. It's got all the things that you'd want in an in-ground garden. We just planted some beets the other day, potatoes, lots happening in the in-ground garden. And then behind that, we have our pumpkin patch, which consists of over 200 pumpkin plants. Really looking super cool. And then obviously we got the pond in the background. Like, this is kind of the statement piece. When you pull in, the pond is just like, oh my gosh, everyone loves the pond. So we pull from the pond to irrigate some of these front gardens out, and it's just kind of free water. So super, super cool. Now let's go back and let's check out some other stuff. This is our pumpkin patch. So this is one of two pumpkin patches. I'll show you the other one in a little bit here, but this pumpkin patch is our main patch. It consists of just a little over 200 pumpkins between Connecticut Field and Howden. Now these pumpkins are just gonna be grown for Halloween sales, essentially. We're gonna harvest all these, take them to the shop, and have them out at the road. So really, really nice. These are growing up so well. And if you ever want to grow pumpkins, the best time to plant pumpkins is from late May to about late June. You really don't want to plant too early, otherwise you'll have pumpkins that ripen, but then they'll be too ripe too early and you'll end up with rotten pumpkins. So really excited about the pumpkin patch. And behind me, we've got our apiary set up. Now this was definitely not here when we did our farm tour, our first farm tour, but behind me we have 12 hives. 12 hives, jam-packed with bees. Super excited to have them. They're going to be doing so much of the pollination here on the farm, as well as a lot of other native bees as well. We've encouraged bumblebees with a lot of the flowers we're planting. We've encouraged bumblebees and other native bees like leafcutter bees to really help kind of fill in that pollination gap that we have here on the farm. So I'm really excited to have the bees. Also, it's going to give us a great opportunity to get some honey, which is awesome. Maybe we'll even have some honey available for sale pretty soon on the website. Let me know, by the way, if you'd be interested in buying honey from the farm in the comments box down below. I'd just be curious to kind of see who's all interested in buying some honey produced here on the farm. We do have 12 hives, and I think we're going to be getting a harvest here in about the next month and a half. We'll have a late summer harvest, so I'd love to know. And just behind the honeybees, we've got our native berm. Now this native berm, we planted over 3 million wildflowers on, and we talked about that in the tour, but we hadn't planted the seeds yet. Now we're just starting to see the flowers and the plants grow. Incredible. I mean, just incredible. We have cosmos, we have bachelor buttons, we've got some oxeye daisies. We also have some fleabane. We've got we have some asters popping up. We've just got so many amazing flowers popping up in this berm here, as well as the North American hazelnuts and the pawpaws down here. It's just, this far exceeded my expectations, and it seems a bit overgrown, but that's the whole point. This is never going to get cut or mowed. It's just only here for the pollinators to have a good time on. And this is the continuation of our apple orchard. So behind me here, we've got, next to you and then behind me, we've got more apples. And all of this, all the way back to the back of the property, are apples. We've got just shy of 750 different apple trees. 300 different varieties of apples are represented here on the farm. And so really excited about this. This is definitely something that I've loved to kind of see come to fruition. And we've got just so many blocks here. There's about 5 different blocks of apples. And I'm just so excited because this over the next couple years is going to start developing and growing into a fully mature and functional apple orchard that's going to provide apples for the local community and a lot of you as well. So let's go back and check out the other pumpkin patch. This is pumpkin patch number 2. Now this pumpkin patch is slightly smaller. This only has about 110 plants represented here, but there was just a bunch of kind of unused seasonal space that we weren't going to plant apples for. It's a little bit lower ground, so some of these areas have kind of flooded out when we've had heavy rains, so it's okay, it's totally fine. We knew that it would be a bit of a gamble, but a lot of the plants in the higher areas that are a little bit more elevated, they've done fine, they'll do great. So these are just more pumpkins that we're going to grow for production. Then coming over this way, you'll see obviously the continuation of the orchard. This goes, like I said, all the way back. Each block is around 80 apple trees. So every single block is given a letter, and every single block consists of right around 80 trees. It's about 10 trees in a row, 8 rows in a block, and it goes all the way back. The one thing that I thought is kind of cool is because we've been able to mulch, all these rows get mulched, it cleans up, suppresses weeds, breaks down, feeds the trees with organic material, but it also offers the opportunity for some perennial wildflowers to grow up through, like some of the black-eyed Susans, and they're just so beautiful. I mean, they're really pretty. I can't stand to take them out, even though some of them will probably end up getting mowed. Some of these will end up getting mowed because they're just in the wrong place in the walkways. But man, the amount of them growing in these windrows here are just incredible. So really happy with that. And then we're gonna take a trip. We're gonna walk basically all along our fence line. Now, if you look past the fence line, we actually own all the way to the trees back there. And that's gonna be the next phase of development for the orchard and the farm, is we're gonna be putting in another 3 or 4 seed plots for seed production. We're also gonna have some big plots for corn for seed production, for heirloom corn. And then we're also going to have a lot more orchard planted out in the back. And that goes all the way to the back. That's 23 additional acres to what we have here. So really excited about that. But yeah, coming this way, we don't have anything planted over there yet, so there's not really any reason to go over there. So coming down this aisleway down here, our blocks are separated out by kind of our main driveway. On this side, we still have our continuation of some apples, and then we enter some cherries. We got some cherries over here. There's about 42 varieties of cherries, different varieties of cherries planted. I had no idea there was that many cherry varieties. But we got 42 different cherry varieties planted here. And then those continue. This is the very end of the cherry block. So this is all given a block here. We start to get into some plums. We got some plums and nectarines planted. So these right here are nectarines. Plums are in the block behind it. And then next to me here, this starts our peach block. So we have represented here about 60 peaches, about 30 different varieties of peaches. Just outstanding, really incredible. And then those continue. We keep the peaches going. The peaches keep going and, and they keep going. We're just starting to get into some of the plums now. So these 3 rows are all plums, which is very exciting. We're also going to be planting some pluots, plum cots, and plueries. Those are a cross between the two. So those are a plum cherry cross or a plum apricot cross. And so those are going to get planted out eventually as well. But these peach trees look incredible, absolutely incredible. We're probably actually going to get a few peaches this year, which is great. But these plums are starting to produce. They're starting to look awesome. And then this is the very end of the peaches, starting into our next block of pears. So we have here 3 full rows of pears, 30 pears represented here, or 30 pear trees, 15 varieties represented here. So really super cool. So with these seed plots behind me here, we've got lavender, we have some Seminole pumpkins, we have a bed that's empty that's gonna be used for some fall tomatoes. We have behind that nasturtiums and cilantro and lime basil. We have here another different variety of nasturtium. We also have some peppers planted here. And then behind that we have tomatoes. We have 25 different varieties of tomatoes, and then another variety of nasturtiums planted over there. And then behind me, lastly, we have another empty bed, which we're gonna use for some lettuce. We're gonna grow lettuce once it gets a little cooler in the fall. We're gonna be growing 3 different varieties of lettuce. So really excited about our seed plots. And then, like I said, we're gonna be adding even more seed plots on once we get that next side of the farm developed. So those are all the seed plots. Now I wanna show you 2 really cool things that we got going on that I've wanted for a very long time. And those 2 things that I've always wanted is a blueberry patch and a vineyard. And I got that. I'm so excited about this. So this right here is our blueberry patch. We have 3 60-foot rows of blueberries, 30 plants each. Absolutely amazing. And then behind me over here, I've got our vineyard. And this vineyard, they are 50 feet long, 3 of them, and we have 4 plants per row. So we have 12 great plants planted over there. It is just so exciting to me because I've always wanted them. I've always never had the space. And now that I do, it's something that I can check off my bucket list as a kind of a gardener slash hobby farmer. It's really exciting to have. And I'm also really excited to show you guys as they grow what they look like, how to grow them, harvest them. So many more video opportunities are gonna come from them. But it also just kind of filled out the space. It added interest to the property. And so I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are as well. And lastly are the 2 final parts about the farm, and that is our nursery. So we have our greenhouse and tree nursery over here. This is where we raise all of our trees that are gonna go and get planted out into the orchard. Represented here is 1,700 apple trees, all newly grafted apple trees that are growing. And then our greenhouse here, that's all kind of one. So in the springtime when we're raising plants for the seed plots, those are gonna go in there. Newly grafted trees, those go in there. And then as they mature and get ready to go outside, they get transferred outside underneath this shade cloth here, which protects them from the harsh sun and allows them to kind of just get hardened off and ready to be planted out into the field. And then lastly, we got our in-ground, our raised bed garden. So this raised bed garden, I could not be happier with. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It is twice the size of our garden at the shop. This is a little over 2,000 square feet of raised bed garden space. And we still have garden space to plant. I ran out of ideas. It was crazy. There were so many beds that I thought to myself, I don't even really know what I still have yet to plant. So I have empty bed space that I might plant some okra, or I might plant some more cucumbers for the fall. I don't even know. Throw ideas what you guys would like to see me plant in the comments box down below. But I've got 3 empty beds that don't have anything in them. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be able to have all this in one location. So I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. I want to thank you for checking out the farm tour. And I also would love to see if there's any other ideas of things you'd like to see here on the farm. Throw those down in the comments box as well. This farm is for all of us. This farm is for you guys. It's to teach, it's to inspire, and it's to show you all what's possible, not only in a home garden, but also even larger. Because as I always say, grow bigger. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, reminding you to grow bigger. Take care, bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, consider clicking this one. You'll probably enjoy it just as much. I want to thank you for your viewership, because without it, this channel would not be as amazing as it is. Also, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It's free, and we upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. We also have vegetable seeds, fertilizer, or tools. If you need any of those, consider visiting MIgardener.com. Links will be in the description box below. We've got you covered. And as always, we'll see you all in the garden. Take care.